Ladies and gentlemen, off the heels of just getting our first career win on the NASCAR Thunder 2004 career mode last night, tonight we are back at it again, and we're here to finish up season numero dos. It is the second season, final three races, and then we will also run speed weeks for Daytona. I did qualify on the pole a few times this season, so we will be locked into the Budweiser Shootout, the dual race, of course, before the 500, then the Daytona 500 itself. And then, of course, again, the final three races on this season, we've got Phoenix, back to Rockingham, and then we've also got another trip, to Homestead for the first time this season. So that will be the races on this side of things. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content, and we are going to get into this. Is my mic off or something? No, I mentioned this a few times last time. My mic broke midstream yesterday. I got off and I knocked it off of the what it was sitting on basically before. I don't even know what you want to call it, but anyway, I knocked it off and it fell on the carpet. So you would think it wouldn't have broken. It wasn't like it fell from super high up. It fell from like maybe a foot and a half off the ground or whatever. So the only thing I have for audio is literally this right here. This is my mic. So this is the same earpiece actually that I had used when I first had the channel. So this is the same original mic I guess we had for the longest time. I don't know if I'm able to get this fixed or if I have to buy a whole new Yeti mic, which stinks because those things are super expensive. I don't know how it broke, really. And maybe I'll be able to get it to work. I'd ideally like to get it to work before this weekend's live commentary stream. That would be huge, but especially Talladega coming up. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button again. Subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We're going to get into this first race at Phoenix, starting from the back. We have our worst equipment possible for this race, so I don't expect us to be too fast. Basically, just kind of saving for next season. Patrick Shadley, Wade Solinsky, Jackson Thomas, thanks for tuning in. Work has been busy, but I'm back. No more KBM. What about KBM? Kyle Busch Motorsports? What, they shut down or something? Hang on. I'm confused. You said no more KBM. Did something happen to Kyle Busch Motorsports today that I did not see? You're making me wonder here. I'm on NASCAR.com right now. Spire bolsters Truck Series operations purchased. What? Kyle Busch announced the sale of Kyle Busch Motorsports to Spire. Who would have saw that coming? You're right. To Spire. So what? Is Kyle Busch just not going to race in the Truck Series anymore? What was it? I thought the whole deal was that Braxton was going to come up through KBM. I've heard Busch talk about it numerous times this season, where he was going to run like 8 more years of Cup, and then after that, he was going to run full time in trucks for a season, go for a truck title, and then he was going to split the following season because Braxton wouldn't be able to run all the races at the age of like 16, 17 years old. It's not rumors. No, I'm on NASCAR.com. I'm seeing that. Spire bolsters Truck Series operations purchase. Kyle Busch announced the sale of Kyle Busch Motorsports and Spire Motorsports. It's on NASCAR.com, so it's got to be true. It's not like it's a Twitter thread or something of that nature. No, this is true. Yeah, you're right. I did not see this. I don't know how long ago this happened. Must have happened, obviously, when I was at work earlier today. That's crazy. Crazy. Could get a headset? Nah. My mic was good. I remember when I first made the audio change, a lot of people noticed it immediately. Unfortunately, I broke the mic yesterday. Unintentionally, of course. I don't even know how it broke. I knocked it over somehow. My long legs. I did mess with the setup quite a bit before the start of this race, so I don't know how this is going to go. We got 31 laps at Phoenix. We We had two top tens in yesterday's stream, by the way. Not only we had a good run with. Oh, there's a pass. I'm a little too low on the racetrack, though. We got one car in the first lap. Anyway, though, what I was going to say was that not only we got the win at Talladega yesterday, we also finished 8th at Martinsville. So, pretty good stream. We did DNF twice as well, so we had a little bit of everything. We had some good runs. We had a last lap pass for the win at Talladega. It was the only lap we led that whole race. I don't know where Joe Nemechek qualified in this one. I think I saw him like right around 16th again. He always qualifies in the teens, which is making it very hard for me to beat him to get the sponsorship expectation. He has not DNF'd in like the 5 or 6 races we've had Payday as a sponsor. I think we've had it for 6 races. I think we had it literally every race yesterday, if I remember correctly. JC1424, thanks for tuning in. Chris Davis, welcome to the stream also. Once again, we've got our worst stuff at Phoenix, really trying to just save for Daytona for next season. Honestly, I should still get a top 30 points finish. We're 28th in points coming in. I'd like to think I'm not going to fall too far behind. I was sliding, but it was like a controlled slide until I made contact with Herbie Sadler. Then I almost wiped out. I'm definitely faster than these guys. I just can't get around them right now. I overdrove turn 1 quite a bit there. I bet he's going to get around me. Kevin Grubb's probably going to get around me too. Oh, never mind. He hit the curb. I stayed in front of him. Got back by Kyle Petty. Oh man, I thought I was going to get through there without hitting the wall, and then he hit the wall and ricocheted into me. I did hit him, which knocked him into the wall in the first place. Even though oh jeez, that was me. I crowded him. Slip me through here. All right, I know I can pull away from you guys. Give him a little more room that time. Downshift has helped me. If I didn't downshift, I was probably going to slide right into him. Right front's already in the yellow. Well, I mean, lap 7, I guess we can get to about... Probably have to run like 2 laps in the red pace we're going at, maybe 3. Ideally, I should probably stay out as long as I can in case we get a caution. Just because we are at the very back anyway. Although we'll see how many more positions I can get, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get much. 6'5", 6'4", you were close. Oh, man, somebody... That Christian Fittipaldi trying to move Hermie Sadler out of the way. $157 dubs. I don't know what you were talking about with the 157 wins and a huge beard. Talking about me? The beard's not like big. You know what? I should probably just try to get all the positions I can get. If I stay out as long as I can, I'm pretty much going to sacrifice a 42nd place finish if we don't get a caution. But I know we could obviously do better than that because we're doing better than that right now. You check up so much going into turn 3, and I'm able to capitalize off of it. And pass up Fittipaldi, 38th. I just got to hold on through 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is where I can attack. 1 and 2, just got to be able to hold on to whatever position I have going into the corner. I'm getting better at sending it into 3 and 4 and actually holding it most of the way through the corner. As I say that, I get into the wall and I about wreck Greg Biffle. I have a bad habit of speaking too soon. Got some cars pitting already. A little too tight off the exit. A wee bit too tight. I gotta consider pitting pretty soon, I would imagine. Uh, I don't want to pit when there's a ton of cars down there because I know I'm gonna slow down on pit road. I've played a couple seasons enough to know not to pit when there's a ton of cars on pit road. 'Cause when the AI takes over at the commitment line, I tend to end up having to stop quite a bit for cars going in and out of their pit boxes in front of me. I want a smooth drive down pit road. It sucks though because you stay out too long and you lose too much track position because you're staying out on tires. There's still quite a few cars down there. If we got a caution like right now, get a top 10 finish, just like we did at Martinsville. Oh, it's very tight. I think it would have been fine if I didn't hit the apron. Yeah, what the heck. We'll go one more. Jesus. Didn't even let me make the corner. Whoa, Brett Bodine. I couldn't make the dog leg because Bodine went in the middle 3 wide and it's too tight. Probably could have lifted more. Kind of a lose-lose situation where I was at there. That cost me a lot of time too. Perfect pit road entry though. 4 tires and gas. No adjustments. Yeah, I probably stayed out a little bit too long. Got a fake Dale Earnhardt in the chat. Not the first time, probably won't be the last. Welcome to the stream though. Whoever you are. We have returned. Your buddy's 6'8". Yeah, that's pretty tall. All right. Yeah, that put me back to last. That hit into the wall didn't help either. It slowed me down in time. Yeah, I mean, I sacrificed the last place finish hoping to get a caution to pay out for something more. We weren't going to beat Joe Nemechek when we were running anyway. I didn't think he fell back that far in the field. I don't know how far behind the 42nd place car we are. It's going to be tough to tell. We're actually a lap down right now. Fabio Viney's too fast. Too fast for me, at least. Yeah, I should have just pitted earlier and maybe could have had a top 35. Bicker didn't make any mistakes. Clean stop. They did their part. It's okay. We're just a couple races away. We get to flip the script. Sorry, Newman. Do we like still have cars that haven't pit yet? I'm confused. Must have. Who was able to go that far on fuel? Somebody blowing up. Jerry Nadeau. Position. Hope we get a caution. I hope somebody just drills him. I remember having a big wreck here in the dog leg on the NASCAR Thunder 04 season mode that we played a long time ago on the channel. Somebody smoked somebody in the dog leg that was blowing an engine. We can get a late race restart because of that. That would be great. I don't think anybody hit him, though. I think everybody got around whoever that was. And we didn't get a caution. I was hoping we were going to, so that way could have had a late restart, could have pitted for fresh tires and tried to get some positions back. Fortunately, not going to be the case. We would have had probably a handful of laps left, 4, 5, 6 laps to go if we would have gotten the caution right away at lap 23. Oh my gosh, that was bad. That was really bad. I'm still trying to catch it. All right, there we go. I think we got it backed up finally. Oh my goodness, whose idea was it to go 3 wide there? A little late in the corner to try to make that work. No remorse for them. Still struggling to finish third. No, we actually won. We were quick early in the year. See, what happened was in the last stream last night, I ended up DNFing twice, and because of the sponsorship expectation that we have to beat Joe Nemechek, average top 30 in points, beat Joe Nemechek, average top 30 race finish, and then average a top 30 in qualifying. And because I DNF'd those 2 races, I didn't get my bonus. And I had purchased some upgrades, and we ended up going into the negative. When I went into the negative, I had to reset my pit crew. Like, I couldn't pay my pit crew, I guess. So everybody I did have who was basically in, like, the upper 70s, same thing with, like, crew chief and all that stuff. Everything was in the upper 70s. And then we ended up, I had to hire the cheapest, basically, to run the next race. And when I did that, my car overall for like everything went down into the 50s. Everything I was overhauling at the time maxed out at like a 58 engine power. So it screwed me over for the rest of the streams last night. I don't know how I won Talladega. A lot of luck. And we had the cautions when we did, and we were able to make it on fuel there at the end. Retribution from the season before, basically. But yeah, I won there, and then we finished 8th at Martinsville, but it was just unfortunate what happened, so we're trying to kind of play catch up again. I would like to think everything that's overhauling right now should be back in the 70s. And I would like to think because of that, we should be good to go at Rockingham. Now, if that's in the 50s too, because I started the overhaul with the prior pit crew, I can't really remember if I did or not. That's going to suck because then I'm going to have to hope for like a 2-race overhaul just to get stuff prepared for Daytona, which is not going to be fun. I didn't think I was at risk of that happening. And unfortunately, I wrecked out in a couple races. It hurt me quite a bit. I mean, see, like right there, I didn't get my sponsorship bonus. I lost 40 grand. Like the sponsor is screwing me over big time. Sure, when I finish well and I end up beating Joe Nemechek. It's nice getting like $400,000, but it sucks when you lose 40,000 because you don't need it at all. Excuse me, got hiccuped in the middle of my sentence. All right, so 2 races left. You gotta find a way to beat Joe Nemechek. I don't know how we're gonna get it done, but we gotta do it. Let's go to the garage. Damn it, that's in the 50s too, isn't it? It is. Oh my god, it did do that again. I mean, we can overhaul it now and get it ready for Daytona. We have 2 races to go. But the problem is we only have like 80 something thousand. Yeah, me wrecking out at Dover screwed me over big time. Because the build, we have to hope that that build is going to be good to go. Now, we were building this engine. We were building the engine and we were building the chassis. It was a 9-race build, so that was 2 videos ago, 2 streams ago. So I would like to think that stuff should be good to go. If that stuff's in the 50s again, we're going to be screwed. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to be screwed. I mean, the moment of truth is going to be when we go back to the garage after. Because I can get an overhaul. The problem is I can't get one soon enough. I'm glad I didn't touch anything that last race expecting that we were going to lose money. Almost won Phoenix in your second season. Well, congratulations. Yeah, we were running much better earlier in the season. We were consistently finishing top 15, and then Dover happened, and we just went from like top 15, top 20 every race on speed to and top 10 at times, depending on the track, to just back to where we were season 1 again. And that sucks so bad that completely reset the season. Yeah, this sponsor screwed me. I mean, the good news is that overhaul right there. I think I did that. I don't even know the time frame of when I did that. That overhaul is good to go. So we're gonna have to use the 61 drafting. Save that for Daytona because I don't know if this other one's gonna be better or not for Daytona. Better safe than sorry. I mean, we're just gonna have to save our best stuff for Daytona. This sucks. As Boris said would say, I'm too much of a sissy to to fight him like a real man. That's what he told Greg Biffle. We do have to wait till after Daytona to get the next shop edition. Because obviously we don't have the money right now. Yeah, okay, well, looks like we're going to be suffering these last 2 races of the season. And we're going to have to pray to the Lord that the new stuff is not going to be in the 50s. Because if it is, I don't see us getting a good finish at Daytona. I really don't. I mean, our drafting is going to be good, but that's not going to cut it if the engine power is at 58. What did we have for engine power at Daytona last season? Like 60 something? It was definitely in the 60s. I'm 4 inches taller than him? I thought Boris said was taller than 6 foot. I was thinking he was like taller than me for some reason. I didn't mean to back out of that. Well, good news is if I lose 40 grand and lose 40 grand, I should still have the pit crew ready to go for Daytona. But I mean, it's only 6 foot. I would have thought he was taller. Curve driving the 17. Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the stream last night. All right, well, man, I hate that this Carugo got reset because of Dover. A mixture of my internet, my internet costed me on that one because I paused it right before going into a corner, and when I unpaused it, I missed the corner, and Kevin Harvick, who's the rival at the time, slammed us into the wall. Like that Dover race, I mentioned it last night when it happened. It literally derailed not only the rest of the season, but I just gotta hope that it did not derail the start of next year. Because if we suck at Daytona next season, it is going to be a grind to get through season 3, and we just keep putting ourselves back further and further in this career mode. I know it's taken me too long to like compete for wins. I know we did get a win last stream, but more consistently and on other than super speedways. I know where I should be right now, but unfortunately things just haven't gone the way I would have hoped. Obviously, making sure I'm not using my absolute best stuff here. 60 overall car. I think I had a 59 in Phoenix, so I don't know. I'm not using my best. Well, I'm not using my worst stuff either, so maybe that's why. It's like middle of the road. All right, onto the rock. Corey Free, thanks for tuning in tonight. I gotta push hard going into the corner. When I have less downforce in the car, if I don't push it 100% going into the corner, if I try to back it up, I feel like I get more loose. Does anybody else have that problem playing this game? I'd like to know. 24.029, 36. Obviously, we should still average for qualifying. Maybe we get a top 30 finish here. Horse said 61. He's going to be running the Xfinity race at the Roval. The 17, he's going to be good equipment, which we usually don't see out of him when he does run the road courses. It is better than the last, yep. Already starting better than what we did at Phoenix. It's going to be a huge sigh of relief if our engine and chassis is going to be in the 70s for Daytona. Huge sigh of relief. If it's not, I'm going to be so upset. Because otherwise, we go into Daytona, we just have to find a way to get a solid finish. Top 10 at least. So you win Dayga the year before. You finish top 5. I mean, we could have won the Pepsi 400 if we didn't run out of gas in the middle of 3 and 4 in the last lap. Let's say that doesn't happen. We win that race. We would have had a top 5 every super speedway race this season. So you would like to think going into Daytona the next year that you could be a threat to win. But, I mean, the only thing we know for a fact is our drafting is going to be a 61 down for a 64. So the body's going to be good. So hopefully I don't lose the draft, but you are going to need that engine power to obviously keep up with them too. And if it's at a 58, it ain't going to be enough. But I have to save that 58 just in case. We'll find out after this race if it is going to be at 58 or not. And I couldn't overhaul it because I could only get a 6 race overhaul, so it wasn't going to overhaul in time anyway. Might as well wait so that way I don't risk having my pit crew leave again. Like starting in the outside lane. If Joe Nemechek would just blow an engine, that would be great. Then I can get my sponsorship bonus because I ain't beating him on speed. I just don't understand how he qualifies top 15 to top 20 every race, despite the fact he's only like 1 or 2 spots in points ahead of me. He must have had just a bad start to the season for him to be back where I'm at in points. Tell you what, as bad as these last 3 races are going to be, I might not. Oh boy, overcorrected that. Could have been worse. Oh my gosh, Kenny Schrader's blowing around outside. Let it slide. Feather the throttle. Oh my goodness, Johnny Benson. I saw him just hauling the mail off turn 2 to pass Casey Mears. I don't know where he got that run from, but wish I could have it. Schrader blew around me, but he's not pulling away from me either. Although he is getting held up a little bit by the car in front of him, which I can't tell who that is. I think it might be Kevin Grubb. Passes Johnny Benson caught me. I'm surprised he hasn't passed me yet. Same for Kenny Walls. It's one of the first races Kenny Walls hasn't qualified in the top 10 like all season, too. What happened to Schrader? He did not get into that corner very well. He didn't get off it very well either. Bouncing off one Kenny, trying to pass another. Actually, that's not Kenny Schrader, is it? Oh, no, it is Kenny Schrader. I had brain fart for a second. I was like, wait a minute, he's not in this game. Yes, he is. It's weird. He's in this game, and he's in 06, but he's not in 05. Same car, too. Must not have had the licensing for 05 for whatever reason. Whatever team that is, I can't remember what team he raced for. The 49 car. Couldn't tell you who owns it. Oh, somebody's blowing up. 26. Yep. Kevin Grubb blowing an engine. Here we go. Got back around him. Can we make the next corner? Ah, dang it. Oh, I thought I slid up too wide. I did, but he still didn't get underneath me. Somehow. I've noticed on this game that the AI, when they're on the outside off turn two, they get a heck of a run. But I don't think I get that same run if I go to the outside off turn two. He's going to hit the wall right in front of us. Oh, I had nowhere to go. I'm get going. Jesus. Why are you mad at me? You hit the wall, and I ran into the back of you after you hit the wall. Could I have braked a little sooner? Sure. Oh, he did that. He hit me and knocked me up the racetrack. Come on. Now my car is tight because of the damage. I can feel it already. It just wanted to go straight up the racetrack that time. Stupid. The fact that he was holding me up, that whole pack has gotten around him, practically wrecked me, and all those guys are pulling away. I wonder who's going to retire at the end of this season. It's kind of dawned on me. I'd love to be the Grand Marshal. I don't have enough star power, own the right business to be able to get that opportunity to do that, though. Yeah, I'm just staying out hoping for a caution like Phoenix at this point. I mean, it cost me a potential top 35 in that race. Christian Fittipaldi pretty much already cost me top 35 this race if we didn't get a caution. Who wants to wreck? Gonna be able to go one more lap. Who wants to be the one to wreck? Oh, I slid way up the track. I was trying to hold the bottom because I needed to pit. All right, I got back down in time anyway. All right, well, can't say I didn't try to stay out as long as I could to get a caution. Honestly, I prefer Bristol. Watching a Bristol race on concrete. It's always my favorite track. Even before I went there in person. And I've been there for both in person too. Regular Bristol's fine the way it is. I prefer them making this move. I do wish they had a dirt track on the schedule. If they, I mean, the schedule hasn't come out yet, I guess technically, but I mean, if they can get Eldora on the schedule, great. But and I know some people are might say like, well, it won't hold as many people. Eldora holds about 40,000 people. They get about that many people in for the King's Royal for the World of Outlaws every year because they just add temporary seating, so they could definitely do that with NASCAR. And you think of tracks that have that, like North Wilkesboro had about that capacity for the All Star race. I don't see, why they couldn't do that at Eldora too. Go to a traditional dirt track, but leave Bristol the way it is. I was saying that when they decided to have a dirt race at Bristol the first year. So I'm glad that they're going back to concrete Bristol. And I was all for them having a dirt race before that too, just not at Bristol. I understand why they did it. I get the logistics of it. I just don't like it for myself. Definitely biased when it comes to that. Come on, Joe Nemechek, blow an engine. 41 other cars still in the racetrack. Got a one. Oh, somebody. No, Rusty Walls. Dang it. Wasn't Joe Nemechek. Well, that'll at least get me to 41st now. Just one spot better than I finished at Phoenix. I really, really hope we've got the good equipment coming our way after this race. I don't want to use it at Homestead, though. It'd be foolish to use that Homestead wreck and then end up with 50 overall car or whatever anyway for Daytona. Like, that would be terrible if I did that. So I'm not going to do that. So we're still probably going to struggle at Homestead as a result. Then hopefully we get to the Bud Shootout that next season at Daytona. Try to go out, win that, get ourselves an extra like 200 grand or whatever it is for winning that race. And then we try to win the Daytona 500 and kick off season 3 with a bang. Dale Jr. got a little loose getting into the corner. I'll have to check the point standings again. Tony Stewart was leading by 84 points going into Phoenix. And him and Dale finished 1-2 in that race, so they should still be right around that. Dale Jr. is pretty far back in the field right now. I think Tony Stewart, that's not Stewart behind me, never mind. Yeah, I don't know where Stewart's at in the running order. And Tony's up there, let's say battling for the lead or somewhere right around that, then he's going to be in a very good position to win the championship in the next race at Homestead. He's definitely still in the race because Rusty Wallace and Kevin Grubb were the only two that blew an engine. Lead to go. All-Star race. Yeah, something. Jimmy Johnson for the life of him cannot get around me. Jeff Gordon did. Oh, that's stupid of me. Hole was not there. Jam my way in there anyway. I don't know why he's so adamant about me using up my tires. I mean, they ain't gonna blow out, and it's not like we're really battling for anything position wise. Well, Jimmy finally got around me. I mean, if we had competent equipment for Daytona, and I go out and win that race, and we have 70 overall cars for all of next year, I mean, we could compete for a championship. We'd be a long shot, but I mean, I'd be a long shot anyway, considering I only have one career win. Anybody with like one career win going into a season would be a long shot if they won the title that year. But even if they did go off and have like a record breaking year, the problem is, based off of what Tony Stewart and Dale Jr. have done in this career mode already, we're gonna have to win like 8 to 10 races at least to win a championship. We're gonna have probably in the ballpark of 26 to 28 top tens. And then top five's just less than that, probably 23, 24 top five, somewhere around there. So I don't know that we're going to have that kind of consistent speed. I can bank on at least 6 races with the road courses and the super speedways. And I mean, we did have a top 10 at Martinsville. I mean, so maybe we get, I mean, that was with the lucky caution. It wasn't like it was speed. There's something there. There's definitely something there. All right, 41st. Tony Stewart finished second, I saw. And we lost about 45,000 that race. Unfortunately, no sponsorship bonus again. 0-3 in fantasy football. That's tough. I'm 2-1 in my work league and 1-2 in my big money league. Finally got my first win this weekend. I was 2 points away from being 2-1 in that league, though. I lost that week one with the Jets having that touchdown in overtime to win the game. Guy was playing had the Jets defense and beat me by 2 points. I was up by 4 before that punt return. They couldn't have scored any other way. I had to be on that punt return. All right, well, this is the moment of truth. Garage, 58. God. Oh, no. It's at a 58. What's the engine? 58. We should have just sold it. I mean, at that point, it's worthless. It is worthless. I was afraid of that. That's so stupid. Because I know for a fact, maybe not on the overhauls, but I know for a fact on the engine build that we were in the 70s with those guys that we had on our team at the time of the engine and the chassis building. I know for a fact that that was the case. Why did that not stay the same? It's weird because the tire wears a 64. So, like, that kind of, I mean, it wasn't in the 70s. It should be in the 70s. Like, that's what sucks. Team. Like, this is what it should have been. 78 power, 74 efficiency, durability, 71. Like, that's what it should be. chassis 73, 74, 74. No, it's 58, 64. What, 57? Well, I know not to be in the negative in money again. We're going to need a lot of help at Daytona. A lot of help. Just saw an Olive Garden ad reminded me of Never Ending Pasta's back. Isn't that like every single Olive Garden ad for like the last several years? Oh my goodness. We're in trouble. I can't get a one race overhaul, unfortunately. I don't think I can. Like, even if I sold stuff, would it be possible? Two, I think it'd be a two no matter what. Do a repair. But the repair doesn't. Repair gets me a 64. Hang on. Wait a minute. Repair gets me a 64, 65 there. We're already in the 60s. We're going to be taking a huge. How much money do I have? 39,000. How much is it for one race repair? 111,000. Oh, it's two. It's two on the engine for the repair. Overhaul. If I would have known that, probably. Yeah, we're screwed, right? 60. Two races. Well, I mean, we can get the tire grip, tire wear up to 60. It's just the engine's still going to be a 58 for Daytona. I'll break. I want to. I don't have the money, unfortunately. Kevin Harvick at freaking Dover. Unbelievable, man. Kevin Harvick slashed my laptop lagging at Dover last night. Like that has cost me so much. So we're gonna have to be gutsy here. We're gonna have to get a one race repair to upgrade. What would this upgrade? So the tire wear is at a 64 already. If I were to do a one race repair for this to get it to 61 grip, 62 wear, it would. And the grip would be higher by 3, but then the wear would be lower by 2. So I don't even know that that would be. And durability, we shouldn't have to worry about it. I would imagine we're not going to make much contact at Daytona. So we will sell our worst. We're going to have to free up space anyway. So sell our worst. One race build. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky and the drafting will be in the 70s, but I doubt it. I mean, the other stuff wasn't. It's going to be done in one race, so we might as well just sell this. Just making sure repair would get us more in drafting. It'd only be in the 60s anyway. Oh, man. Alright, so that gives me 250,000. What's the quickest build? 3 races? Yeah, that's what I figured. Not going to be soon enough because it doesn't count the exhibition races. Same thing I would imagine with the 3 is the quickest. Yep. 4 race overall. I mean, I might as well spend this money on something to get something going right now. I just don't know what. On a new build, probably. And then we just overhaul. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, I might as well get a new build going. The problem is... Okay, I can't get a new build. 70s on the engine. Alright, I'll get a new build then. Well, that'll probably knock us into the negatives, though. 226. Let's do the chassis then. Is that cheaper? No, same price. Oh, fudge. This is tough. I mean, I guess we just wait then. I mean, you would imagine I should do something. So otherwise, I'm just gonna put myself behind another race. Might as well just overhaul the worst one we have. There's 6 race overhaul going on that engine. We'll get chassis overhauled. 45,000. $94. All right, well, we did something. Dang it. I'm scared for Daytona, guys. I just don't. I don't think we're gonna have anything good. We're not gonna qualify well. I mean, season 1, I finished 14th, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I have to save my best stuff for Daytona. On the Homestead. I didn't get into the corner very well. Felt a wee bit tight. Still feels a little tight. Can't get the car all the way down to the bottom. Just doing what I could to get the car down to the bottom there. Pull on that analog stick. We need a better car. That's what we need. A better setup or a better driver. Shut up. I've actually won a NASCAR Winston Cup race. Have you? Not as a driver. I didn't think so. Just gonna move that back to 50. See if that helps any. Take a half round of wedge out of it. See if this works. No, I have 0 chance of winning a championship next season. To think that that was actually in the cards. Our season's over before it begins. Our season's over before even the season before ends. Oh, man. From a championship standpoint. Yeah, we just got to hope Daytona. All we got to do is stay in the draft. The problem is we're not going to qualify well. We do have a dual race that we can hopefully get some spots out of. It's going to be tough to pass, though. The lack of engine power, it's going to be very difficult to pass. I think I had a 60s engine power last season for the 500, so being in the 58s, not good. I wish over the off season, that overhaul I have, I wish it'd be done. Like, I wish you could kind of progress it quicker. I know that that's not the case based off of season 1 to season 2. That wasn't the case. So this card's really tight still. Well, obviously we start the season tonight, and then we'll do 6 races tomorrow, 6 on Friday, and then pick it up again on Monday. So just gotta keep working on it every day at a time. So all we can do is just work hard. Hard work pays off in the end. We were able to get the victory lane yesterday. I mean, I got the victory lane at Talladega when I wasn't expecting it. You just never know when you go to a super speedway. I don't like our odds at Daytona. But we should have a faster car there than what I had at Talladega. Not by much, by the draft alone, we should have a faster car in the draft. Single car speed's going to be about the same. I qualified 42nd there, so that ain't good. But I always qualify better at Daytona than what I do Talladega anyway, so that could also help. If I could get a sponsorship bonus in this race, that would also help too. Not that it's going to help Daytona. It's too late now. I needed that sponsorship bonus like a race or two ago. I needed that after Phoenix. Try taking another half round of wedge out of it. That might be a little too much, but might as well test it. I have no clue what my crew chief just said. Well, note to self, can't stay on the access road. Not with the setup, at least. See, I can start being less aggressive with the setup when our overall of a race car is faster because they'll just stay glued to the track with the downforce. We just obviously don't have that yet. Season 2. A little bit better. Might be a little too loose. And nothing to lose, might as well try it. Dale Jr. fastest in happy hour. He's got a lot of work if he's going to win the championship, though. It looks like it's going to be Tony Stewart's championship to win. Unless he DNFs like Dale Jr. did last season. But even then, Dale Jr. still won the title. The difference is Tony Stewart doesn't have as big of a lead as Jr. did going into Homestead last season, so DNF from Stewart would probably cost him the title. It's going to be between those two, though. I'm scared to look at where I'm going to finish in points. We were 27. After the Talladega win, we were probably If I had to guess, we're probably about 25th, 26th. We were 27th, I think, before Martinsville, and then we finished 8th there, moved up a spot again. I mean, we could have had a top 25 points finish if we didn't have the Dover situation. So we would have been there, and then we could have maybe climbed a couple more spots still. All right, here we go. Got the Rocket Man Ryan Newman on the pole. Dale Jr. is fast in practice, but he qualified 8th. All right, well, this is it. This is it. I think it's a random draw starting lineup for the Bud Shootout. I don't think I have to qualify there, so I'm just going to hope that I randomly draw the pole and block for my dear life because it's only going to be like a. I'm going to guess it's going to be anywhere between like a 7-8 lap race. Should be a little longer than the 5 lap duel. And I think it's a mandatory 2 tire stop also. The more I do that, the worse and worse that little slight rear tire smoke we get is going to get worse and worse over the course of the run. I mean, if I decide to short pit, I guess I really only have to go like 10 laps. If that. I might as well burn the tires off. First run, we'll go from there. Like I said, it's not like we're, chasing anything here. That contact slowed me down a ton. I was braking heavily, just hoping I wasn't going to get T-boned into the wall. I hope me and Biff will race each other for a championship down the road. He was my favorite driver around this time. And we were both rookies in our same season. I got to win this season. He got to win last season. I don't remember him winning a race this year. He won at Dega last year, too. He won at Dega last year. I won at Dega this year. Unbelievable. I feel like I'm actually driving the car a little bit better than what I was in practice with this setup. There's a finesse to charging the corner entry hard without actually causing the rear tires to skid. Braking as late as I am. Just keep it planted to the bottom after that. I'm pulling away from the 2 cars we already passed. Fortunately, I made that contact with Biffle. I lost these guys just a little bit. Got to find a way to make cleaner passes in the seasons going forward so I don't lose this much time and have to play catch up. Because when we start qualifying better on a consistent basis, if we end up losing like 5-6 positions off the start of the race, that's not good. Nullifies the reasoning of qualifying as well as we can. Mandatory 2 tire stop, 7 lap race at 10%. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a 70 or 75 lap race at that time in NASCAR. Yeah, so 7 lap race. And if we have to make a 2 tire stop, granted everybody's going to have to do that though, so I don't know that It's going to win us the race necessarily. Just got to make sure we pit right at the halfway mark. Lap 4. Lap 4, then make it to the end. Okay, at lap 3, coming to lap 4. I don't know that would make us to be able to make it to the finish. Which wouldn't be my fault if I can't make it up far further than that. We had fuel issues, obviously, at Daytona this season. For the points race. I mean, it's win or bust, obviously, in the shootout because there's no payout for anything else anyway. Although running in the pack, we'll get an idea of how we can run against faster cars in the Daytona 500. Even if I win that race, we still need a good finish at Daytona because that pays so much more. The 500 specifically. I do like this setup. Just don't have the speed. Couple cars on pit road, not many of them though. You know what? I think we're going to try to short pit because oh wait. I will short pit, but nah, screw it, I'll pit this time. Fudge. God bless America. That's what I get. That's what I get for not taking the excess road. Late decision. That was mistake number 1. I would have been able to turn down, but I saw Fittipaldi there. I should have just barreled into him anyway. I was scared to make contact with him, but I obviously ran out of room. I should have just knocked him out of the way and got on the pit road so that didn't happen. I screwed myself over there. Technically, I shouldn't pit for fuel or tires here, but, in a season that doesn't matter anymore, screw it. We'll have a one-race-only clause with this rule. And quite a bit of damage after doing that. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like my pit road entry was bad. There was just no room to get side-by-side on the pit road. I didn't make contact with him until I hit the barrels, and then he ran into me, but I should have just knocked him out of the way. He knocked me out of the way at Phoenix. I owed him one. I don't know why I was playing so nice there. I actually cycled ahead a few spots somehow. I noticed not everybody pit either, but I think that was because a lot of other cars had already pit. Now that I think about it, might be some lap cars. Yeah, there's definitely some lap cars. Well, we helped our finishing position on accident there, I guess. Not the way I wanted to do it. Pushing too hard. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I didn't wreck there. Something happened to those cars behind us because we absolutely pulled them. The 3 races at the end of this season, looking like it's going to be our best finish. Somebody blowing up. Was on the apron. I was a little scared. Good thing they were in the grass. One time it's good not to be on the apron. Feel a little bit lower, I guess. That was coming. Yeah, that skirt right there, that cost me a lot of time. Right on their back bumper, and now that's not the case. Future homestead race, remember to take the access road. Yeah, I mean, I could probably get away with not taking the access road if I didn't have a car there. Like, if I pit with less traffic, I think I could still get away with it and get more time out of it also. Because I didn't pit with the access road last season, I don't remember doing that at least. Vegas, you can get away with it because there's no pit wall. There's a pit wall here, so that really narrows up the entry quite a bit. Well, we can get a top 30. I think I've got enough speed to pass two cars. The problem is, if I miss my mark just one little bit, I just can't get there. And I don't have straightaway speed either. My engine power, like a 56. This race is only going to be two higher than that at Daytona. That's what I'm scared about. Slightly more tire grip. Not that that's going to matter much when they take two tire stops. Oh. And I don't think I'm going to catch two of them. You're lucky at this rate to catch Jack Sprague. Gained a little ground on him there. So I'd be lucky to pass Jack Sprague. Well, I passed Jack Sprague. Two more laps, try to catch somebody else. I don't know I'm going to be able to do it. The skirt probably cost me just a little bit. Come on, Biff, we'll get back here. He wants to blow an engine. Give me a top 30 to end the season. I think I used too much brakes there. I don't know. Probably did. I probably could have pushed it a little harder. Oh, I got back in the gas too soon. Yep. Well, that cost me any sort of a shot at top 30. Not that I had much of a shot anyway, but a little lap or two. I might have probably two more laps. Could have maybe picked up a couple more positions. 31st. Dale Jr. wins the race. Stewart finishes fourth, so Tony Stewart is going to win the championship. And we'll check out those season stats. Oh, we beat Joe Nemechek. We got a sponsor bonus. Oh, that's huge. He must have finished a lap down. Yeah, finished 39th. Wow. Well, we finally beat Joe Nemechek today. Took 3 races. That's a huge sponsorship bonus. Puts us up over 300 grand again. Kind of stinks at the same time. We could have been more aggressive with the overhaul. In hindsight. Get that new build. Get the new engine build. 226 grand. It'd be a miracle if that was done by the start of next season, but I know that's not going to be the case. Sponsorship. We still got 9 more races. Honestly, through today and tomorrow's stream, we're still going to have payday. And then we're obviously going to sign new crew members and all that stuff at the start of next season. All right. Take a look at the season stats. We had 5 top 10 finishes, 4 top 5s this year. We got our first career win. We also got our first 3 career poles this season. So we are qualified for the All-Star race and the Bud Shootout. And there it is. Tony Stewart by 79 points wins the championship over Dale Earnhardt Jr. So Stewart's a 2-time Cup champion then because he would have won in 2002 and then in real life. And then this 2004 championship is his. Dale Jr. won the 03 title, backs up with a runner-up. Other stats on the season. Dale Jr. had the most poles with 11. Unbelievable. Look at that. 12 wins for Dale Jr., and he finishes second in points. But, it's kind of similar. I think Tony Stewart had, I think he had more wins than Dale Jr. last season. But Jr. Oh, no, Jr. won on a tiebreaker. My bad. Actually, I can look it up just to clarify. Yeah, Dale Jr. had 12 wins last season, won the championship. 12 wins this season, finishes second. The difference, he had 1 less top 5 and 1 less top 10. Average finish was, average finish was better this season, and he still didn't win the championship. 6.6. That's what we're gonna have to. That's what we're gonna have to do to win a championship. That's insane. Oh man, it's gonna be solely based off of qualifying, how short the races are. What was Tony Stewart's average finish? A 5.7. That's ridiculous. 5.7 average finish to win the championship. He had 31 top 10s. 27 top 5s. I said that we needed to get 27, 28 top 10s, and he had that many top 5s this season. 9 wins. I did say 8 to 10. We're gonna have to go on a run to win a title. Obviously, it won't happen next season. Gotta see where we finished in points. 29th. Hey, we did get a top 30. I thought with those bad finishes at the end of the season, we weren't going to get it. We did. 29th. Career best. We were 41st last season, which was last of the full-time drivers. This year, not the case. I beat my my guy, the Biff. And again, we got our first career win. I didn't see what our other stats were. So here's our stats. 3 poles, 1 win, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s, 26.7 average start, average finish, 27.5. Obviously, our best finish was first. We led 6 laps. Felt like I led more than that, but I guess we only led 6. Yeah, laps complete. We DNF'd 4 times, I believe, which was 1 more DNF than I had in my rookie season. So that was not a career high I was hoping to achieve. Got some retired drivers. Bill Elliott and Kyle Petty get retired. David Green's going to be driving the 45 now. Ashton Lewis is going to be the 9. That's a huge equipment upgrade for Ashton Lewis. Kenny Schrader also retires, but he doesn't have anybody replacing him. What Bill Elliott finish off? No, that's not what I want to do. Hang on. Driver info. 44 career wins for Bill. Oh, Bill did win a race that season. I didn't realize that. So Bill had a win in our '04 season. I don't remember where at, but he did get a win. Kyle Petty, obviously still no top fives and only one top 10 in the 2 seasons of the career mode. Man, even I did better than that. I think I beat him in points too. Kenny Schrader had one top five in '03 and two top tens. I think one of those was that second Dega race that was kind of wacky last season too. That's probably where Kyle Petty had his top 10 too, if I'm being honest. Want to change the settings for next season? No. Keep it at own legend. All right, Bud Shootout at Daytona. With the payday car. Yeah, I thought that was going to stay the same. All right, well, sponsorship obviously still going to stay there. Well, we do have to hire more team members. Which we're going to be in the 70s again, so that's good. We're going solely for skill. I like the 77 on a draft, but I think we're doing all right with the super speedways with the 60 draft, so I'm definitely going to take more downforce. Not too worried about the durability. Short tracks will be the only big issue with that. And then road courses, if I don't qualify well, like Watkins Glen last year, I hope I qualify better for next season. All right. And gonna have to wait on that shop edition. I can't remember how much the Bud Shootout pays to win. I don't remember if I actually won that on my career mode or not. I'd like to think I probably did. I done this before. All right. Well, we're gonna have our best stuff, which is not great, especially compared to last season. 61 overall car. I don't like that. I don't like the 58 engine power and the 61 overall car. I think I had like a 63 or 64 for Daytona last season, I feel. So that's unfortunate that we're going to have not as quick of a car as we had last year. We finished fifth last season, 14th our rookie year, which we obviously have a better car at least than that. Yeah, no qualifying. Guess we just go into the race.
WRN is live in Daytona Beach, Florida for today's NASCAR Wisdom Competition in the Fall Shootout. The fans are sure
200,000 to win the race.
Each driver has earned their spot by being a pole winner, which means they're going for some fast action. What better place to be than right here at Daytona? In 1999, Tony Stewart won the Rookie of the Year award. One of the finest
Wins the Rookie of the Year in '99, and now he's a two-time champ already. Which, I mean, granted, in real life, he would have been a two-time champ just one extra year than what he did in this career mode. So it's almost accurate. Ricky Craven start last. Where am I at? I didn't see us yet. We might be top half of the field. That's not our 21 car. I didn't see us anywhere in there. Why can't we be in the 21 where Ricky Rudd's at? He's on the field. I think I saw us that time. I think we're on the bottom of row 5 or 6. We got to get in front of as many cars as possible. We can't make contact that'll slow us down while we're getting up to speed. No, not there. It looks like inside of row 6. Yeah. So we're gonna be starting 11. That's what I thought. I thought it was row 5 or 6. All right. Well, that's 7 laps. Got to make right side tire pit stop at some point. Well, 2 tires. I guess it doesn't matter whether it's rights or lefts. I don't think it mattered. Okay, I don't like that I didn't take off well off the start. Look at the lack of engine power. It's already costing me. We're not even up to speed yet. This is stupid. Well, at least we don't have as long to get to the pit stop in this race compared to the Daytona 500, but we're going to be screwed for Daytona. There we go. Stay with Ricky. When there's nobody in front of the cars that we have in front of us, we can stay with them. So I'm staying with Ricky Craven. 3.4 seconds off the lead. There's a lot of guys in this race. Do we seriously have that many drivers that sat on the pole last season? 20, what is, we got 3 behind us, 21? That's a lot. That's a lot of pole sitters. A 36 race season. So halfway on fuel. So we're definitely going to make it for fuel purposes. I'm hoping Ricky Craven stays out one more lap. I need to stay out as long as Ricky Craven stays out, honestly. Well, I mean, at least the draft is there. We don't have a lot of engine power, but we're good in the draft. I don't need to have anybody behind me. I just got to be up to speed quick enough. Right front's in the red already. I think I should go one more lap. I only went one more lap because Ricky Craven stayed out of the pits again. So we're going to pit this time by. Cars getting massively tight. All right, here we go. Can't lock them up. Right sides. No damage for repair. Oh boy. Come on, guys. 2 to go. Oh, of course. Of course, they had to have trouble getting the nozzle engaged. The gas can engaged into the nozzle. That's what I meant to say. Come on. Come on. That's a slow 13.1 seconds for a 2-tire stop. Are you kidding me? What is that? What is that? Ricky Rudd, who was on the pole, was the only one that beat us out. That was the difference in us getting out to the lead or not. Because he was right there. The difference in us getting to the lead or not was literally the gas man. We ain't going to catch Ricky Craven. He's too far out in front of us. I can't just let these guys go and draft behind him yet because I'm still trying to get up to speed. That is unbelievable. We would have won this race if it wasn't for my gas man. A 13.1 2-tire stop. We're not going to get any money for finishing second, unfortunately. One to go. That's unbelievable. We were that close to winning the Bud Shootout. I mean, second would feel cool if it paid. I'm not going to finish second either. Damn gas, man. Oh, Newman's blowing up. Newman's blowing up, coming to the finish. Well, we got that spot back. Third place. Dang it. We could have won that. We really could have won that. Third place. Had to be the gas man. Ricky Rudd wins the Bud Shootout. Well, I got money somehow. I guess it paid me a little bit to finish third. It must have, because I got up to 250K. Well, now we hope that Daytona goes well. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a Chevy. So we can do a build. Well, we definitely got to beat Joe Nemechek this race. That is a must. Get a build going on the chassis. Actually, we'll wait on the chassis. Get an overhaul going on the body. And then Get a build going on the body as well. Oh well, I don't have enough. I should have built the body and then. Oh well. We'll build the body after Daytona. Gotta hope we have enough money for the shop edition too. Oh man. I'm gonna finish third in the Bud Shootout. It gives me a little bit of hope. Gonna have a 61 overall car again. Oh boy. Yeah, half can of fuel would have helped. They still messed the stop up though. I don't know how much. I mean, there would have been a chance, I guess, in hindsight, that we could have gotten it because we only needed 2 laps of gas. He still messed it up. Didn't need to take a half can if he didn't mess it up. We would have won the race. We can't mess up any pit stops in this one. We need everything we can get. I went for skill too, and hiring my pit crew, and still messed it up. First lap's not going to be that quick. We just got to hope lap 2 is going to be good. Keeping it smooth right now. That's all I can really do, and you just got to hope. Very stable. Solid lap so far. All right. Pull that speed back up. Get to the tri-oval. 50.217. That doesn't sound good. 36. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. There's nothing I can do. Because it's a super speedway. Wow. Alright, well. Gotta go for it. We do have to go for it. Pit crew can't make any mistakes. We got 5 laps. We can try to improve our position best as we can. It's going to be difficult. Give it a go. For acceleration purposes only, probably could have dropped the air pressure for the dual. Didn't really mean to make contact with Terry there. Started 18th. Not fast enough to pull out a line and make passes. 58 engine power. I gotta just pass the 43 here. Right back to 36 starting spot, which is where I was at this post qualifying mark anyway. Well, we're gonna be starting deep. Barely able to block Christian. We can get an engine failure here too. Every position matters. Maybe Ryan Newman blows his motor coming to the start-finish line like he did in the shootout. Though he does it that close, he's probably going to be able to coast and still get there before us. Yeah, no engine failures in the duel this season. Finish right where we started, 18th. This is not good. This is not good. Ricky Rudd, man, wins his duel. Wins his duel, won the Bud shootout. I mean, if I drop the tire pressure, the top speed's gonna. I don't know how much it's really affecting. Acceleration is gonna be up quite a bit. Not gonna have as much tire wear. It's a risk, but I think it's worth the risk because so much better the acceleration side. It'll help me get up to speed is what I'm hoping. If I don't get up to speed quickly, then it really doesn't end up mattering. Oh boy, here we go. This is what we're kind of waiting for all stream. Daytona 500 Season 3. Starting 36th. I think I started better in my first Daytona 500. I think. We started 12th last season. Oh man. started 12th and finished 5th last year. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I can strategize my way past half the cars in front of us, but we're going to be lucky just to get a top 10. If we can get a caution at some point in this race. It's asking for a lot. If we just get a caution. Got 2 of them at Dega. Because we can leapfrog more positions if we end up hitting under caution. One of the pit stops under caution. Because we can go fuel only, leapfrog, let's say like a dozen positions, and then we'll be back up there, towards the front of the pack with the leaders. Then we go like right sides only or something at the end of the race. RCR, lockout of the front row of the 500. Kevin Harvick, Robbie Gordon. Ricky Rudd's going to be tough to beat for anybody. Won his duel, he won the Bud Shootout. And we'll see. I think Ricky Rudd's the favorite. It's Daytona 500. Got the defending champion, Tony Stewart. We got a fantasy driver starting up there at 9th. Michael Waltrip, he should be fast in this race. All right, well, we dropped the air pressure, try to get a little bit better acceleration. Crowd Michael Waltrip quite a bit. All right, well, we're hanging with these guys. That's why I dropped the air pressure. Nice if I can get to the bottom. And that's what sucks about starting on the outside right there. Jimmy's probably going to get by us too. Come on, somebody work with us, Jesus. And that's where the top speed's probably hurt. Well, see, the top speed isn't much different. We were 183, 184 in this situation before, so I think it was a good idea to drop the air pressure with the circumstances we were held. That doesn't help either, Keegan. Unbelievable. 8.2 seconds off the leaders already. Wall scrape, I'm going to end up losing the 57 too. Kevin Harvick at Dover. He's probably going to win this race too because he was on the pole. The three wide up there. Just gotta hope they wreck. Where's the big one when you need it? I mean, they're just pulling away. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I didn't try to do that. I'm sorry. I wanted to squeeze and line in between them. Need somebody to draft with. I think Montgomery might have replaced Page last season. I can't even keep up with Kevin Grubb. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is going to be my worst Daytona 500 finish. I don't know how I finished 14th here my first season, but we had a better car than what I have right now. I don't understand. I mean, we will be much quicker at Talladega because we'll have the overhauls ready to go. We could probably go out and win Dega again, but we just didn't have it ready in time for this one. We're going to have to pit this time. Although we'll get Fittipaldi past us, maybe try to draft off of him. Need to draft off somebody. Nice if he ran the bottom of the racetrack too. Can't really do much with the air pressure the rest of the way either, taking two tires. Late break into the pits as much as possible. That was close, but we did get there. Right sides only. Come on, guys. Quick stop. Come on, go! What are we doing? What are we doing? It was a clean stop, and then we got held up on pit road. Block traffic. An 18. Could have been a lot better. I was able to keep up with Ricky Craven in the dual race in the draft, so get up to speed here, let him get in front of us. And if we got a caution now, that'd be beautiful. All right, Ricky. Somebody's got to go. Kenny Wallace is going to go. Sorry, Ricky. All right. Stay with Kenny. I don't see how I'm not going to be able to stay with Kenny Wallace. You just get one car staying behind me close enough, it'd be nice. Better chance of staying with Kenny Wallace the whole way. Don't go to the top, Kenny. Move down. He isn't moving down. Fortunately, I have to stay with him. I can't. Doing fine with Kenny Wallace until he moved to the outside. Biffle traded and made contact behind us. 8 laps to go. Biffle's not running the bottom either. Lefts only. Get in, get out. Come on. Get in and get out. Go. Go, 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 go. 105. He started in ninth. Oh, Tony Stewart. Help me get up to speed a little sooner. A little body damage there. Clear blend line violation. Somebody blowing up. That's a spot. We probably would have had Kyle, or well, it's not Kyle Petty. Who took over for Kyle Petty again? Can't remember which driver it was off the top of my head. Maybe could have gotten away with Petty just a little bit later. I don't know where Joe Nemechek's going to end up finishing. I hope we beat him. There's Kenny Wallace. I mean, we were already with him. I think it would have been more beneficial for us to Pit just a little bit later. Chase Montgomery. I can't give up any more spots the rest of this race to try to draft. David Green, yeah, thank you for that, by the way, chat. I think this is the last of everybody pitting. Going to be about where I cycled out of the pits the first time, 18th, it looks like. Didn't gain any more spots. Man, this is going to be. That sucks so bad. It's going to be a career worse than the Daytona 500. Which, I mean, all things considered, the 18th as a career worse than anything isn't bad, but. You know, to finish 5th here last season. Me as a driver didn't do anything wrong this whole race. Team didn't mess up. Team messed up, cost me a win in the butt shootout, but this race in particular. Boy, probably didn't need to drop the tire pressure. Hope we get another DNF, finish 17th. And hope we beat Joe Nemechek to get the sponsorship bonus. You still got to hold on, too. So Terry Labonte coming in to go down and block. No. No. Making this thing extra wide. We're making contact. Riley Gordon's behind me. If I would have started second, I guarantee I wouldn't have finished this far back. Well, definitely never got the caution I was hoping for. Ooh, that was a close block. I say Terry's probably there. No, Mikey. Damn it. Yeah, we didn't lose him. Now we lost him. Dang it, lost one spot there. I wasn't going to be able to pull back around him off turn 4. I think my only chance was going to be going into 3. I just didn't have enough of a run. 19th. Oh, man, that's just disappointing. I mean, I did as good as I could have in the race in particular. Dale Jr. wins another Daytona 500. Yeah, that money total doesn't look as good as it probably could have. We didn't get the sponsorship bonus either. That also didn't help the money total. Where'd Joe Nemechek finish? No, we did beat him. Yeah, no, we beat Joe Nemechek. Oh, it's because the average start. Oh no, that's why we didn't get the bonus. Because we qualified outside the top 30, and the average start and the average finish had to be top 30, as well as beating Nemechek. I forgot that was part of the stipulation. Oh my god, that cost me a couple grand too. Yeah, we started 36th. Oh man, that's tough. That is extremely tough. Locked in fantasy journey. Tiburon International Speedway. What do you freaking know? Uh, that's painful. So painful. Maybe better for Talladega. We gotta watch what we spend money. I can't get the shop edition. Well, I can. It's gonna have to wait because where do I go from here? We need a new sponsor desperately. 5 races on the overhaul. Three-race build. You're gonna have to. Fortunately, well, it's a 9-race build there. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a 3-race build. On the chassis. 4 races yet on the engine. And then a 3-race build. The body. Does that put us for money? 149,000. Get the overhaul. Can't really do anything else there. Yeah, can't do anything else for a few races yet. Well, this sucks. Well, we're going to try it again tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we can do. We're going to try it again tomorrow night. 5 to 6 races. Dale Jr. winning all these races. I don't want to do that. We saw how we just ran at Rocky. Staying out long to get a caution isn't going to cut it. We can't do that anymore. Well, on the short tracks, but we can't do that on intermediates anymore. Even though we're going to be riding towards the back. I mean, we go to Rockingham. So we have 3 races. So we'll be next stream. We get through the next 3 races and we'll be okay on the next stream. Well, 4. Okay, we got to get through 4 because we're not going to have an engine yet. So we have to get through 4 races. And then we'll be okay. So the last 2 races of tomorrow's stream, I think we'll be all right. Well, granted, we look at the schedule. So if we're on 6, North Carolina Speedway, Las Vegas, then Atlanta, Darlington. Just think not really having a great car there. Because we actually ran competent there last season. Atlanta, we probably could. But yeah, so I mean, Bristol is going to be our best track from the get-go. I don't think it would be a wise decision to use up our best stuff there, though, because we'll see when we get there. Take it 1 race at a time at this point. You build for the future, but when you're thinking forward, you got to think 1 race at a time, especially in this situation. All right, well, that's going to wrap up tonight's stream. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We're going to give them hell tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to be able to do, but hopefully we do something good. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys tomorrow night.